Good evening and welcome to Golden Compass Tarot. Today we're going to do a little bit of a unique reading. So the first card is going to be the Earth Elements deck. The second one will be from the Tarot deck. The fourth one will be from the Crows. That one flipped over, so I will put that there before I see it. And finally, this little pocket animal deck I've got here. And these ones, I'm not quite familiar with all of them just yet. So if one comes up and I might have to reference my notes, I thank you for your patience while I quickly check the reference. So the format here is from the land, who we are, what the crow has to say to guide us, and the energy that will carry us through, the transformative energy. So let's see what the cards have to say. The first one is rock. Okay. So the rock. Yeah, let's just give me a second here now. I haven't seen that one in quite a while come up. Okay. So yeah, so the rock is solid, it's grounded, stable, very rooted in place. Let's see what the tarot card has to say here. The Seven of Pentacles, which is representative, in this case, of completion. A man has taken the time to diligently plant and look after his harvest, and now that harvest is in full bloom, to which he enjoys the fruits of his labor. The crow wants us to consider routine. Routine as suggested by, let's see here now, at the light of day, the crows enter the city, and whenever it gets dark, they leave again to retreat into the obscurity of the woods. And finally, the deer. And the deer is representative of kind, intuitive, empathetic energy, gentleness. And so now let's take a look at how these cards fit and what suggestion they have for us today. And this one's a very much a very structured one. But the deer at the end, that's what changes this whole equation here entirely. Because when we create a structure of certainty for ourselves, a proven structure of certainty, then that gives us a lot more energy to care for and look after not only ourselves, but others in our lives as well, because all of our material needs are taken care of. From a measured approach and from repeated diligent effort. And when all those things come together, then in creating the stability outside, then we have the stability inside. So then we can properly and appropriately give outwardly. So, if you're seeing this, then that suggestion for you is to sit back, pause, and see where life may be a little more tumultuous. Maybe it needs a bit more diligence or discipline in some areas to have more favorable results. Because if this is at a balance, this is the final card here, this is the goal. So if you find yourself unable to be kind to yourself or to other people, or even just interactions themselves are too overwhelming, before we can go outward, then we have to reflect back inwardly. And how can we find our own inner alignment, our groundedness, and a rigid structure that would be indicative also of our boundaries as well. Make sure you consider your boundaries, and don't bend on those either. Because if you don't have structure, if you don't pull the weeds out, if you don't get up and water your plants every day, they're not going to grow. They're going to get overrun. They're going to dry out. The bugs are going to eat them, or other things like the deer in this case as well. They can get in the gardens. So look after yourself. And that's just not meant to be a cliche thing as well. Sit there and ask yourself, what do I really feel I need the most for me? What is missing? And how can I give that to me? And when I do give that to me, then I can give to others as well. Without overdrawing or overexerting myself. Thank you.